The life of Sarah, the college professor. Sarah is a college professor. She teaches history at a university and loves helping her students learn about the past. For Sarah, being a professor is not just about giving lectures, it's about inspiring young people to think critically and explore the world through history. Every day, she works hard to make her lessons interesting and informative. Sarah's day starts early in the morning. She wakes up at 6:30 a.m. and enjoys a quiet cup of coffee while reading the news. After breakfast, she reviews her lecture notes for the day. Sarah believes that preparation is key to being a good professor, so she always makes sure she is ready before heading to class. By 8 o'clock a.m., Sarah is at the university. She arrives early to her office to prepare for her first class of the day. Her office is filled with books, maps, and old documents, which she loves. She spends some time reading emails from students, answering questions about assignments, and helping them with any concerns they have. At 9 o'clock a.m., Sarah walks to her classroom. Today, she is teaching a class on ancient civilizations. Her students are waiting, ready to begin. Sarah starts her lecture with enthusiasm, telling stories about the Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Romans. She uses slides with pictures of old temples, pyramids, and statues to make the lesson come alive. Her students listen carefully and take notes. Sarah enjoys seeing their curiosity grow as they learn more about history. After the lecture, Sarah opens the floor for questions. Some students ask about specific events or historical figures. Others want to know how ancient history connects to the modern world. Sarah loves these moments because they show that her students are engaged and thinking deeply about the subject. By 11 o'clock a.m., Sarah's first class is over. She heads back to her office to grade papers and prepare for her next lecture. Grading takes time, but Sarah enjoys reading her students' thoughts on the topics they've studied. She gives detailed feedback to help them improve and encourages them to keep learning. At 1 o'clock p.m., Sarah has a meeting with other professors in the history department. They discuss new projects, upcoming conferences, and ways to improve the courses they offer. Sarah enjoys working with her colleagues because they all share a passion for teaching and learning. Together, they brainstorm new ideas to make the university a better place for students. At 2 o'clock p.m., Sarah has her second class of the day. This time, she is teaching a seminar for upper-level students. These students are studying specific historical topics in more depth, and the class is smaller and more interactive. Sarah asks questions, leads discussions, and encourages the students to share their own research and opinions. During the seminar, Sarah notices how much her students have grown since their first year at the university. They are more confident and independent in their thinking. This makes Sarah feel proud, knowing that she played a role in their development. She encourages them to challenge themselves, ask tough questions, and think critically about the past. By 4 o'clock p.m., the seminar is over, and Sarah has a few more hours of work before she can go home. She spends some time in the university library, looking for new research materials for her own studies. In addition to teaching, Sarah is also a researcher. She writes papers on ancient history and presents them at academic conferences. Her research is important to her because it helps her stay informed and contribute to the field of history. At 6 o'clock p.m., Sarah finally heads home. She enjoys cooking dinner and relaxing with a good book or a documentary about history. Being a professor is hard work, but Sarah finds it rewarding. She loves the process of learning, teaching, and discovering new things. As she prepares for bed, Sarah thinks about her students. She knows they are working hard, and she looks forward to seeing them grow even more throughout the semester. For Sarah, teaching is not just a job, it's a calling. She is passionate about history and excited to share that passion with others. The next day, Sarah will teach new lessons, meet new students, and continue her own research. She is always learning, just like her students, and she is excited for the future. For Sarah, being a college professor means helping people see the world in new ways, and that makes her job truly special.